Hi, everybody, and welcome. Everybody? Lossian?
What?
Okay.
Are we supposed to put an elbow on the table?
Yeah, I mean, I was mimicking. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Inkwell Society here on twitch.tv/D&D and twitch.tv/Maze Arcana, where me and my Maze Arcana friends are going to... Is that a wand you're pointing at people?
Yes.
We're ready to play some Dungeons & Dragons in the Noir with you, and with you and you and you. And thank you guys for showing up.
Yeah.
And you'll notice we're a little bit light today. Want to give a nice little to Felix, who's at home. Feel better, buddy. So I know that we're all kind of like, everybody here's a little giggly, really excited about getting into it today. Yeah. So should we fly through our announcements?
Yep. We could zoom right through them.
Zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, zoom. So,
A little bit of leg room in there.
never. The announcements we'd like to make this week, of course, are thank you to World Anvil, one of our sponsors. You can go there and see all kinds of cool campaign tools and build your own campaign. You've got interactive maps, timelines, and little notes you can keep track of everything you need to know about your campaign. Also, you can find them at worldanvil.com. There's the Rook and the Raven, one of our sponsors. They have great campaign diaries you can get with card holders for their spells and all kinds of cool things that look like little portable books. If you like those for your campaign, you can go get those at therookandtheraven.com. Yay. Of course, Wormwood gives us cool things to roll on. You can roll with and rolling. Wormwood.com is a good place to find that kind of stuff if you like all that, including some of the really, really, really cool things like the Maze Arcana logo.
It is so beautiful.
Isn't it?
It looks so good.
So good. Sweet. Of course, Extra Life is still collecting money for the end of the year. You can get all kinds of cool things. Did you have any new things unlocked recently? What'd you get unlocked for the Extra Life?
Not necessarily unlocked.
Oh,
We raised over $200,000.
$200,000.
Yeah.
That's
Lord, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Well, good. Hopefully, we can get a few more. You guys have holidays coming up, I'm sure, but
There is something. They
Yeah.
can actually get the Extra Life 2018 adventure on
yeah.
the DM's Guild.
that was that really cool Kowalsh adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
Going back to the Barrier Peaks where that spaceship crashed.
And the clothing will be for sale soon. Again.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Does that include some t-shirts?
Does that
I
include
believe
some
so. It's supposed to
sweaters?
go.
Does that
No.
include a mute?
Oh!
They
Does that
better
include a
sweat
mute for
us.
that there trumpet that's really loud?
Look, bro's
What?
got to get his solo in somehow, right?
Yeah.
I blame it on Kai.
I do too. Well, that's cool. They can get the t-shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Soon.
Also, you can get campaign coins if you want to make your campaign really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like the coins, so like 5,000 and 10,000 coins and 1,000 coins that got like character races on it and strongholds and all kinds of cool things. Of course, you get those at campaigncoins.com. They're really neat. Also, Idle Champions has a cool character that you might have just missed.
No, you can
Did you still get her?
It's
Thought
about
last
the-
week was the last
No,
time
it
you
has
get
to
her.
do something about the chase or something.
Okay. There's an adventure you got to go through now to get to the unlock
You
for her.
can
Then.
still get her.
Oh, okay. And Vlanya.
It's still available.
Vlanya is from Sirens of the Realms. She's that weird manager who doesn't really manage so much as just causes problems.
That is not true.
Also,
Scandalous.
for those of you who've been playing Idle Champions on your computer all day, you can actually now play it. You will be able to play it soon.
December 11th and 14th.
Xbox and on PlayStation Network.
Oh, I thought those were launched already.
No, it was
PlayStation
December.
is on the 11th,
Okay.
and then Xbox is the 14th.
So yeah.
Oh. Huh.
So you guys can play it on two machines at the same time if you've got a computer and a game console. Unfortunately, you cannot play the same account on both. I asked and was told that they do not let them do that.
No, but you can have my face like a this big.
Very Overwatch.
Of course, you can always catch the podcast Life Action Roleplay on every other Wednesday. I think this is the week they dropped another one. So go check that out to see Kai and a bunch of other people just talk about I think Ryan's on there. Who else is on there?
Sin.
Sin's on there. They get to talk about how to get into character and make clothings and do all kinds of nice things for your personalization of characters. Of course, Sirens, like we mentioned before, Vlanya, hanging out every Tuesday here. You get to see them do all kinds of crazy stuff, even when the network's being a pain. Yesterday, we had some problems with watching your Sirens episode.
Yeah, and there was like
What was
7
up with that?
songs. There were so many songs.
So many songs.
Yeah.
He broke the internet.
I would say 7 siren songs.
The secret 7 Siren songs.
Yeah.
So boy.
7
Here we go.
Sigh. I'm sure you can.
Trying to elaborate.
Sure, you can catch those on the VOD as well. If you didn't get it yesterday, you can watch it on Twitch and YouTube.
YouTube has the nice, sexy version that's clean
The
and
nice, not uninterrupted
high
version.
quality and not interrupted.
And we'll get it back up on D&D's thing too. Like we can just
Push it
upload
back.
it. Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
But it's
So-
on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. And then also, if you have, we have uploaded the first 12 episodes of Inkwell Society to D&D's Twitch now, so you can go back and get caught up. And
If you don't know where YouTube is, it's on Twitch.
yeah, either one, you'll get there. You'll get there.
One starts with a Y and one starts with a T.
Yes. And the YouTube channel
Which
for
are
it
right
is,
next to each other.
of course, YouTube/Maze Arcana. There's also a thing going on this weekend. If those of you who are back east dealing with all the cold and the rain and the snow and the stuff, you can go to PAX Unplugged. Oh, no, it's weather to play with. Your California life is not going to be the same. Take your heavy clothes.
Those gloves. Don't forget those gloves.
Take a scarf. Take your Doctor Who scarf. Just
I don't like sleeves.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't
That's
like
fair.
Yeah, but you can go catch Satine at the Dice Camera Action panel, right? Or is it a game?
I'm on 2 main stages.
Oh.
One is Dice Camera Action, and that's the fireside. Apparently, I'm going to be drawing some lore out of them, some backgrounds, and then the next day in the D&D Beyond, where Kate Welch is actually dungeon mastering, and it's an improv game. So this Friday and Saturday nights at 8:30.
Wow.
And you're doing stuff on PAX Unplugged.
So we actually both have a panel with Adam Bradford where we are going to be doing basically the interesting approaches of how you make a character and how you can kind of like use that to facilitate things within a story for your dungeon master and for the other players around. Basically like cooperative character building and like making unique characters and stuff.
That's kind of neat.
I think it'll be good. I think it'll be fun. This team makes pretty good characters. And well, you know, Vlanya.
It's the ears.
It is the ears. Every single one has the ears.
It makes them great.
Even the shifter has ears.
Even the shifter has ears. Every monster that Satine makes will have, like, she could be an ogre, and they'll just be much bigger. They'll be like,
Yeah, duh.
yeah. And then we're doing one on.
That is on
Check the dates.
Friday, 4 p.m. at Mothman Theater, creating dynamic RPG characters for theme and story.
There you go.
And just for those who don't know where PAX Unplugged is,
Really?
it's in Philadelphia.
PLA. Oh, look at that. You got a whole.
She's
You got a whole
screen.
page screen. You
post.
got a lot of things to do.
And her Twitter screen, you can go see all of the schedule for her. You need to get your schedule up on your Twitter, I assume.
Yeah, but I'm also doing a lot of incognito moving about and doing other things behind the.
Secret games.
Secret games.
Secret Rudy.
We also have I'm doing one with Dr. Megan Cannell and company.
Ah, tell me, say hi.
I will do, and
Do
we
you know
are.
the times and dates of those?
I have it. Maybe I'll pop that out after the break, but I think that one's on Saturday. And then we're doing a how to paint session on Sunday, and I'm going to make a Warforged Beholder.
Yay! That'll be cool. You're gonna bring little like nut heads, so you can just like put it on there, so it looks like a little,
Take a little screw.
like a little eyeglass, like eyeglass.
Spyglass.
You know, maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, I should. Like a washer would be a good monocle.
Oh.
Yeah, for the center eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
With the little tin stalk eyes, little glass screws drilled in. Little. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually am thinking. Does anybody remember, like in Ninja Turtles, the floating little brain baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. that had like the little arms that came off on the side and could be used as like, you know, like had like scissors or a blade or like.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's actually what the Warforged Beholder will have on the side. Like it'll have like it'll be like a T2000 or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember something else that would take us down another rabbit hole that I don't want to like spiral out of control. But
Are
you know,
you trying to avoid the turtle rabbit
it
hole?
involves a bee and stuff. We'll just
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll come
go
back
ahead.
to that on another day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick to finish the panels. Is
Yeah.
that cool if I
Sure.
plug
Yeah,
them?
yeah, please.
Pimp it.
Okay, Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, we've got Play Well with Others, conflict resolution at the game table in the Crab God Theater. Friday 4 p.m. Mothman Theater. That's where we're going to be doing creating dynamic. We've got Dice Camera Action Friday at 8:30. Saturday at 1:30 p.m. at the main theater. D&D Beyond presents Roleplay Roulette with DM Kate Welch. And then Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Crab God Theater. Hand Her a Sword panel on instilling confidence in girls through RPGs.
Right.
And as I pulled this up, Ethan Schoonover actually sent a message about that panel as
Oh,
we're
yeah?
talking. So what's up?
The doctor, the teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we need to give him like his own little D&D nickname.
The teacher.
The scholar.
I like the teacher.
The teacher's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
It's
the doctor,
appropriate.
but
He can't be the doctor.
Ethan,
Yeah,
you're now
yes.
the teacher.
The teacher, Ethan, the
The
teacher.
professor.
Professor? I feel like Crawford's already got the professor
Yeah,
locked
I think
down.
you got to go with teacher because that's
Yeah.
like they're all kids.
It's either that or academic or something like that. But
Teacher,
teacher's probably
yeah.
better.
Okay, so that is
He's
all.
been dubbed
If
The
you guys,
Chancellor.
Chancellor.
Chancellor. If you guys want to go, hit up unplugged.packsite.com.
There you go.
The end.
Still got tickets available? Is that what I hear? Who knows? Go check it out. Anybody else have any other? What's going on with your streams? You still playing some games?
Well, I just twitch.tv/SigNeutron. We're experimenting with a lot of different games. We're gonna do some experimental game shows and things like that. So give us a follow and we'll see what's up.
What about some of those games you were talking about? You're making those going to show up on there anytime?
Yes,
What's your
at some
secret
point.
hacks?
Yeah, we're working on
which ones?
some games, but we can't stream them until like
You get them
they're solid,
copyrighted.
and then we get them copyrighted.
Yeah.
Or
But
copywritten.
that's something people can look forward to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Secret things to look
yeah,
forward to.
secret stuff.
Secret. So get into his channel now so you can see when they start
Yeah,
slipping
you can be
secrets.
part of the OG.
I think
I mean,
that's
that's
yeah,
important.
That's
right?
all,
Yeah.
except for the fact that that silly little mockumentary series that I was in, The Room Actors, Where Are They Now, is available on Amazon Prime Video. Part of Funny or Die. Go take a look at the first few episodes while we make a few more for you guys to be able to poke fun and laugh at us.
I'm gonna watch that tonight. Actually, like
You're gonna
sorry
get
that
around
I haven't
to it?
seen it yet. Yeah,
I-
so it's
I
on
heard that
Amazon
one.
Prime.
Amazon Prime streaming video.
There you
Yay.
go. I'm gonna watch
I
it.
believe
tonight.
it's the Funny or Die channel.
Nice. I'm gonna check it out.
All right. I think that's all the announcements. Unless anybody's got anything else, I don't think so. Too late.
If
We're
I
done.
do, we'll figure it out.
We get into
On to the game.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's
get
kick off
grumpy
that.
here.
What about?
I just said, let me get grumpy. Anyway, we're good.
You
Grumpy
got
Grizz.
40 seconds while we roll the intro.
I'm already
Intro.
grumpy. Eye contact.
Icon.
Eye contact. Eye contact. Okay.
That's where you know where stories go.
This is okay for where
It's
we're at
just
right
making me real sassy.
now. Let me change that.
No, I mean, I'm into it if you're into it.
I feel like that's appropriate for Rose. Okay, so welcome back we are going to go ahead and do a real quick recap for you, and then we'll roll into this. Our relentless heroes-ish have... Yeah.
Hey, I say people who are burning.
That's true. Have found themselves in a bit of a predicament and a bit of a mystery. And there seem to be many, many layers being unraveled here, some of which seem to involve the Sharn's Watch on many different levels. Also, some minor nobles. Not nobles that like live in a mine or work in a mine, but like nobles that are just below. I knew that would get her, so I had to. And some orphanages. Did I already say orphanages? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've got our different orphanages. We have the Sharn Watch. That's a layer. We have some minor nobles. And it seems that this mystery could go up even further into the ranks as you all start to further unravel the Dream Lily situation here in the City of Towers, otherwise known as Sharn, Braylon, Corvair.
Comma.
Period.
Comma.
So where we left you last time was just being pushed out of Polly's apartment after probably in every movie ever, when the conspiracy theorist goes off on his like roll and everybody else is just kind of like, wait, what? He shoves you guys out into the hallway, closes the door, locks it, leaving that stringed mess, spaghetti newspaper stuff going on all over the place, leaving that behind and rushing off to a date. He informed you of the different orphanages in the areas, the ones that are all under the patronage of Lady Hart, and who does not quite get the IR apostrophe for her name yet. No. It's not Lady Earhart. Earhart. And the orphans that you have already seen, or the ones that you either have helped move on from this world, or that could still use some of your attention to either safety or dollar. So with that, I believe that Felix was going to go look into some costumes that he had for the Sharn Watch and maybe alter them. And then he wanted to stop by a diner. So we'll assume that, since Felix is currently not here, that he has gone to do just that. As from somewhere below, you hear the familiar pitch of Robert. Rose!
Ay, Robert.
Rose!
What? Why are you being so loud?
Rose!
What's wrong with your face?
Okay, so then he crests so then he crests the thing and looks down the hallway, like pokes his head in from the landing. Rose!
What's wrong with your face?
Oh, my darling, I found you. I've been so worried. So worried. And he like comes down the hallway, and you can see like today's hat is actually this wide brimmed with like comes to an anvil point. It's wide brim, goes around to the back, and it has one huge feather that just kind of bobs as his little frame just kind of comes around. Oh, Rose, you just wouldn't even understand how much worry I've had for you lately.
Why are you so worried?
It was the old Dominion, it shut down, and it was your shift, and you weren't there, so I assumed the worst. Of course, naturally, we would close the old Dominion if anything had happened to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, what do you know?
What do I know?
Yes. What are you?
I know nothing, Rose. Perhaps we should have some girl time.
Okay. But I wanted to go see the bird.
One bird.
Excuse me one moment.
Okay.
Hey, Grizz. I gotta go take care of this.
Yeah, it's all right. Because if I'm being completely honest, I don't give no craps about what's ever happening over here. So go ahead.
Are you gonna go to the bird guy, Larry?
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay, when
you
I'm
do
done,
this thing.
I'll come. I'll go visit you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we'll find each other. Just start walking away.
Bye, Grizz.
Wait, you're in the hallway too?
We're all in the hallway.
But I like that was the answer from Grizz, so we're gonna assume that was he just. Wait, you're in the hallway too. God.
Hey, do you guys know Robert? Have you met Robert before?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know.
You know Grizz?
Yeah.
Wait, am I still here?
He walked out.
Oh, okay, I get the phone. I
You
can
tell
still
me.
be here though.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Have-
Forget. Yeah,
Hey,
I'll still be
have
here.
you met him? I don't want to be rude.
Oh, yeah, no, thank God. Yeah, I'll hurt him at some point, I suppose.
Okay, well, Robert, Grizz, Robert.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. All right.
Okay, I'll see you later.
caught in his fuzz.
What do you want? We have a business to do.
We have business to
No,
do.
we have business.
You do?
Yes, we're on a mission, but I can't tell you. Come, let's go. We grab him and go into the...
Oh.
go downstairs into my apartment.
Okay, so as you open the door, Lawson is just standing there in the.
Okay, bye, Lawson.
So as you shove Robert down the hallway, what are you doing?
Standing there watching everybody disappears.
Well, I guess I'm still there too.
Oh, you didn't leave yet?
Yeah. All right. Why did I stay? I don't know.
I don't know. I said bye. Bye.
Should we do something?
About
Go
what?
do a thing? Or no? All right. I don't know.
I'm gonna go to work.
All right.
Okay, so now Grizzly leaves.
Now he leaves.
Heading towards the library, I'm sure. You're going to work?
I'm gonna work.
Okay. So as you take Robert downstairs, he gets, or like you get to the next landing, like before you're going to climb, he just stops and kind of waits for you.
Oh, come on.
Well, of course I'm going. I'm just waiting for you.
I'm...
I can't open your door for you, Rose. I mean, I would hold it open for you, but I can't unlock it.
Okay.
Is it Matthew home then? I mean, I'll go.
I don't know. I'm actually worried where he is. I have not seen him.
Oh, so you're here, but he's not here?
I don't know where he is.
Oh.
He has not come home. How long has it been since?
Days.
He has not come home for days.
Hmm.
Anyways, I mean, he'll come back eventually, I guess.
A drink of water.
I know. I don't care.
He was
Anyway.
constantly bobbling, though. Like, bobble, 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 bobble.
Yes, you know, everyone's different. So, tell me how
Especially
things...
you.
I just boil water.
You boil water.
I'll make you some tea.
Okay. He goes over and, like, kind of, like, walks around, looking over some of the areas, and then, like, he gets to the chair, kind of, like, looks out over the park from the window, and then, like, kind of flops down in the chair.
Don't sit in it.
What?
Saving it for him when he comes back.
Saving it for who?
For
Oh,
Matthew.
okay.
Don't ruin it. He likes it a very specific way.
What's these? And he pulls out a piece of paper.
Ah,
What is these?
I don't know. Don't look at it. It's very secret. It's very secret. Don't look at it.
It's great.
Gets up and he goes, Rose, what are you so, like, uppity about? You used to love your Robert.
I do love my Robert, but there are many important things other than going dancing and dressing up and looking pretty.
Rose, I'm here to talk about the future of the Old Dominion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yes. Okay, let's talk.
Well, I'm certainly not digging around in there.
Nobody asked you to.
Whoa. So what is going to happen?
Well, I think I think Felix owns it now.
What? What the
Yeah,
what?
Call him a kingpin.
What?
Yes, it's a very weird.
Kingpin.
I don't understand.
Oh.
I think it's a joke.
Oh.
He's not a kingpin.
Yeah?
That's a water. Hand it to
Oh, is this my tea?
Yes.
Oh,
Just-
thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Yes.
tell me.
So yes, that I don't know when it's gonna open. I think Kat is gonna open it.
Oh, is Cat okay?
I don't know.
See, I heard the thing it happened to Latch and it's terrible.
Yes.
Oh.
Have you? I thought. Wait. Can you check on Kat?
Sure.
I don't know where he lives. You want to go with me? We
To
can
go see Cat?
Yes.
I guess.
Do you know where he lives?
He lives in the Tumble Down.
Do I know what that is?
You know that is one level up and over.
I just put my tea down and then go into my room and start putting. I'm like, Robert, come here.
Okay, so he's like kind of like looking at the water. You yell for him to go. He kind of like puts it down on the windowsill. Yes.
Okay, so what I'm doing while I'm talking.
Are we playing dress up?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, we're going upstairs, so make me look nice.
Oh.
And so, but then I want to just talk while we're doing that.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, I want to find out what's up with Cad. And there was a rumor that he lived up there, but I don't know why he lives up there. Why does he come down here? What's the purpose of that?
He's good to job.
Down here, up there?
Down here.
Why would he work down here if he lives up there?
He's a job.
Oh,
He's got the family.
he never told me about a family.
Well, why would he tell you? You've only been here for a little while.
Long enough.
A few months.
Okay.
Rose, nobody loves you like I love you.
Okay. Well, maybe we go talk to him. I think he needs to run it for Felix.
Oh, okay. Is that all it takes to get it going again?
Is it? I don't
If
know.
Felix
Is it?
owns it, did he
I
own
haven't been around very long, so I don't know. You tell me.
I feel like there's a distinct lack of music in here for such a sassy pants.
As I put on another skirt.
Roll me. Roll me a. Because you lack a disguise kit. Yes. Roll me a deception with advantage because you have Robert.
Oh, what is wrong with your dice?
They rock for me.
Yeah, you rolled
What is
them.
it, 9
A 9?
for deception?
Yeah, deception.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Bummer.
Roll a 7 and a 4.
Here, give me him.
Give it
Oh,
to
you're
Oh,
Robert.
you're
gonna lucky?
Give it to
Bless the
Robert.
dice.
Yeah, Rudy has that.
We'll see. I don't know that I can overcome. Like,
I have the void.
it's not like you weren't an equal influence in gaming or anything like that. Like, I would say your luck probably outdoes mine at this point.
Yeah. So, oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's a 12. We're moving on up. That's a 12.
Okay, well,
Double 12s.
getting better. Do what I can. All right, so yeah, you look past. Yo, you know what? What about one of these? And he just yanks down the thing, and he's like, here, and then we can just.
Oh.
Hmm.
It's a little stiff, but it's not so bad.
Oh, okay, Steve. You think that's the blanket?
Huh?
And we go to Laucian, who is over, making his way towards the morgue. As you make your way into the morgue, you can see that there is you're walking up towards the, walking up on the sidewalk towards the front door, and you can see that there is like essentially a trail of blood, just like with a body. You can tell that it's been dragged across the sidewalk and in.
That's not very professional.
Not at all. So there's just this, as if somebody had just dragged it in. You make your way inside. You can see it like curve around, go under the first door that leads you back into the into the slab, is what I'm going to call that, into the viewing room, and you see like your boss pulling it across the ground. Whoa. Oh. Lucien,
Yes?
could you help me?
Oh, sure. Well, with what?
With the body.
What do you want to do with it?
I want to not drop it on the ground.
Where's it going?
Onto the slab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me a strength check. You don't get advantage because you're Kyle.
Kyle is
I
advantage.
know, right? Just...
Austin's not that strong.
It's only a 12.
It's only 17.
Yeah, it's only 17. Yeah, cool.
And isn't strength your dump stat too?
Yeah.
All right, so you go and you yank him. He's like, oh, and as you pull him, he's like kind of like comes along with you, like dropping a leg here and there, like trying to keep it. And then you finally like pop it up on the slab.
Ow. Who's this?
That's a good question. He was dead on the corner, so I thought I'd drag him in here and we would check it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna come back and do the ritual for the identify.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on his hand. I think maybe I can get a reading on it.
Okay. Well, you do that. I'll see if there's any magic on him.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll me an Arcana check.
I'll do a ritual detect magic.
Okay. So while you're doing, okay, then you don't need you don't need the thing. So as you're about 10 minutes or so into this, you start to see there is no real glowing or anything like that. The garments he's wearing are rather thin. The entire back part of like his very billowy shirt, he almost looks like a sailor.
Okay.
So the back end of his, or the back part of his shirt is completely drenched in blood. He's basically shaved head. It's a little prickly, like it hasn't been shaved in a couple of days. Dark, deep circles underneath his eyes. His nose is bloodied up. What you can tell is there seems to be like a contusion from a billy club right upside his head, which you would actually wager to be the killing blow.
Cause of death?
The cause of death. But as you go and give him the once and the twice over, you find a lot of minor gashes and kind of puncture marks along his back.
Like from being dragged across the ground?
The gashes probably, like there's probably some...
But not the puncture marks.
Right. The punctures seem to be roughly about an inch or so large and maybe, I guess, wide, and then 1 to 2 inches, maybe 3 inches deep at the deepest.
So like stabbed from a blade?
Seems like it.
But
it doesn't really seem like a blade. It seems to be jagged in a way that confers that it's like maybe was broken.
Oh, like a broken bottle or something?
Maybe. With that guess, you can make me an advantage medicine check.
Medicine? I don't know. Not that great.
Already has advantage. Being Kyle.
Kyle advantage.
Kyle advantage.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you actually go through, and as you're cleaning up the wounds and stuff like that, you are able to tweezer out a shard of green glass. Think.
Oh, I'm not sure why he was falling on broken bottles.
Oh, does it look like there were maybe more in his back then, or was that in one of the deep cuts?
It was one of the cuts.
Oh, why did it...
Oddly, he was falling on them while he was still standing up.
Oh, is that what it looks like from the angle of the... Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I'm betting he's probably been stabbed by somebody. He's probably mugged. Did you check his pockets yet?
That's a good idea. Let me check his pockets. He goes through, he turns around, goes back through the clothes that you guys have cut off, and he like pulls out some identification paper. He's like, oh, look. Yeah, I guess I don't need to do the other ritual.
Oh?
Yeah.
Here, I'll do it. Just give me the
Okay.
book.
No, I'm saying we don't need to do the ritual because I've got his identification papers.
Yeah, but we probably should do it anyway. Just give me the book.
Oh. Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
His name is Merton.
How's that spelled?
Murtin.
Oh, okay.
His last name is Soscilla. Zoscilla.
Okay.
Uh-huh. It looks like he is a sailor like we thought, but from over in, he got a staying in a place in Sharm's Welcome.
What's he doing over here then?
I don't know.
Do you have any money?
Maybe falling down.
If he didn't have any money, he was probably mugged.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got any money.
Well, I'll have to go over there and see what he was doing.
Yeah, if you see a ship called the Ice Singer, apparently that's what he was on.
Oh, he's got papers for the ice singer.
Yeah, well, I mean, it seems like it's kind of a stub of payment. So maybe, and it's dated for yesterday. So maybe he got mugged.
Oh, I bet he was coming off of a long voyage and was going to get drunk or something and probably got jumped in an alley.
How do the wounds look? Do they look like he was drunk?
I don't think so. I think he was going to the bars since it's just getting kind of dark now.
I mean, he is a sailor.
Yeah, they like to go to bars, right?
Yeah, but they don't seem to care what time of day it is, right?
I guess not.
I guess not.
Okay, I'll go over there and
Okay.
check with those guys.
Can you take the body over there? Because if it's, I don't want to take care of it if it's from a different place.
Yeah, I could take the body.
You know that what that means is just more paperwork for us.
I know, we still gotta do some transfer paperwork. But hold on.
Just put it on the toe tag.
Give me a couple minutes and I'll take the body.
Okay. Can I have my book back?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you.
I may need to borrow that again
What?
later
What? For what?
for other investigations.
Well, you can use it. It's on the shelf. You can use it anytime you want to. Just make sure that you don't take it out of here.
Okay, we'll do.
Okay.
I can't even handle it. It's just so funny.
It started as funny, and then I wasn't sure what's so funny, but then like you were laughing, and I couldn't stop laughing, and then like I guess
is that a tear?
we'll just call it out. We'll just call it out right here, so we can like reset here because you're cracking me up.
Can I have a napkin, please?
I don't even know what's.
Can we get a
funny.
napkin flown in for Rose,
I
please?
could not
Sorry.
even help it.
I couldn't stop laughing because you're
I
laughing.
couldn't
It was a
stop
thing.
laughing.
It was a thing.
The
All right,
voices are just
we'll
couldn't.
reset
Oh my
here.
God.
Now that we call it out, it's good. There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
Continue with the
Andre.
story.
Thank you, Andre.
Happy birthday, Andre.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you whose birthday it is, but you can guess, and we'll tell you at the break.
Okay.
All right.
I'm almost back.
So then we'll give you a moment. We'll give you a
While
moment.
she regains her composure, I'll spend a few minutes to do the ritual to put up a censor's disc and
Yeah, we're going to leave you to the...
but yeah.
Okay, that's a good place.
Yeah.
So you take it and you do the Tincher's disc, and are you doing your unseen servant as well? Okay, so the two of you watch as the legs just kind of float up in the air, and then you pick it up on the other side, and then
Mage hand.
you mage hand too. It's kind of like his own little crew.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Grizz
Hello.
trudges his way through the streets, treading the familiar path, he thinks, back toward the library. Why don't you give me a survival check to see if you remember how to get back there?
Oh, I feel like I would, but that's
Do
fine.
you?
No, I'm
Do you?
listening to- you're the
Do you want to give
DM,
me a
you're
history
the
check
DM.
instead?
Survival check, you said?
Yeah.
That'd be a 17.
Nice.
Cool. So not only do you go, making your way back, as the sun's kind of coming down and the air's getting a little bit cooler, you're still around, but you kind of notice that there's like, oh, he's got it. Very nice.
I have it too.
Oh, good. Good. So as you start to make your way towards there, you kind of notice that there are, it seems like there are a lot of a lot of people out already, as if like maybe the library was the place to be right after work for some reason. So as you kind of approach it, that big arch, you remember that long hallway, half of it leads, or the left side takes you into the library and the right side takes you into the condemned food court. And the back, going around the back, was your entrance into the food court. Where would you like to go? Do you want to follow your nose? Do you want to follow your brain? Which one of those, your memory? What do you got?
Going right, would it look suspicious if I go right?
No, if you go right, well, you mean like if you go down the hall?
About the far right around.
If you're talking about the alleyway around to the left?
I want to get down to the like abandoned food court. That's
sure.
Where I want to get.
Yeah, so it's less suspicious for you to go around the outside, probably, than it is to go in that hallway and try and muscle your way through that door.
Yeah, I want to take the least suspicious route.
Okay.
But I'll also mutter to myself, like, hipsters. That's what I say as I go through. To myself.
Okay. So as you round the corner, or not the corner, but like as you're kind of coming around that bend, right? You notice that there seems to be some like mangy feathers like every couple of feet along the ground. They seem to be kind of like, the quill of it seems to just kind of be bunched, like broken a little bit. You find like 2 or 3 of them as you start to come around the corner there.
What color are the feathers?
They're dirty.
What color do they look like?
How are you going to go about uncovering the dirt?
Well, I'm just like, when I look at them, are they like a brown dirty?
Here's what it looks like. It looks as though somebody went swimming in petroleum oil, not jelly.
Is this someone have feathers that would look a certain color? Because you said there's feathers there, right?
They are. The feathers are what you're investigating right now.
Yeah. So,
do you want to give them a smell?
Sure.
Okay.
Because I love doing that.
Well, the nose knows.
The nose knows.
So with a 17, you get a hint of, this is just going off your survival check unless you wanted to make another one.
Sure.
Okay. So you're sort of able to get this scent of, you're able to get this kind of like scent of oil. And then there's almost a flammable, that flammable quality of alcohol now kind of overshines the flammable quality of the oil.
Okay.
It's that sharp, like, kind of makes your nose a little bit. And if you take your fingers and kind of slick off some of it, you can see that there's like this brownish color feather underneath. And as you keep going, you see that the very ends, there's like some white tips.
Okay. Is that trail like following where I was going to go in the first place?
It does seem that it would take you just a little bit past that, but down into where the alley should dead end.
Okay. I suppose I will follow that. Well, I'm still going to go towards...
So as you're coming around the corner there, the way that this will end up looking is that like the fire escape that you would go up before to go inside to that second level of the food court, where then you go down. That you come to that just before you would get around to the end where you can see the rest of the alleyway. So you can either go up and in, or you can follow it around to the end of the alleyway. Up to you.
And where does this like feather track seem to lead?
It seems to continue.
To which way?
The alley.
So not going up, going straight down the alley. And I smelled it, and it smells like Larry.
Oh, you want to be that specific?
Yeah, I feel like I would know if it smells like Larry or not. Right?
Well, you hadn't seen him in years prior. You've had 2 encounters with him since.
Catalog some smells. I'm pretty specific about.
Okay,
that,
with the 17,
so.
I'll let you. I'll
Yeah,
allow
also,
this.
I always say, like, yeah. But,
Okay.
so, does it smell like Larry?
Sure.
Yeah.
Ish.
Or Hoops?
Are you keeping these smells in your Smellodex?
I always say it. I do.
He does.
It's not a.
He does say
you
that
can
he's
go
trying to
back and watch.
He says
And
he
I-
logs it.
And I always say I do. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna know the
Yeah.
But
I have to keep like overstating the fact that I'm smelling everyone that I meet. So,
and then I keep having to overstate that just because you smell them doesn't mean you'll remember exactly who they are.
right.
Okay.
Now I feel like this is important.
Okay. All right.
So, does this smell like Larry? This trail?
Minus the usual fecal smell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Then I guess I'll follow that trail because I have tracking capabilities. So I would. Does that like yeah? All right.
You can pick up on the feathers here and there now that you're attuned.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I thought I was gonna go that way, but I'm like, here's the thing. Guess I'll go that way because I'm a track.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what
So
I'm gonna do.
you also start to pick up the smell of what seems like no less than 3 other individuals. And as you come around the corner into the alleyway where the sun is not making any type of purchase in there, you can start to make out the shapes kind of about mid-height, like 5-ish feet, 5 to 6 feet tall. Their shapes are shadowy gray with your night vision as you kind of break in past the area that would be dim light, but is now just dark because of the other towers. You can see 3 figures standing atop what looks like a garbage pile. There's a bunch of different refuse bags, a bin in the back.
So where exactly am I right now? Are we in a back alley? Are we in like a?
You're in a back alley.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
This is like at the end of the alley is like where the garbage.
Okay. So I followed that trail. I see 3 figures in a back alley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How close am I to them?
You're about 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
What you also are able to see is there's a slight kind of glow in that which would alert you to the fact that this chute, this large garbage receptacle, about the size of a dumpster, has a hole in it that would lead down into the cogs, likely into some sort of incinerator room and or a giant, thing of lava that is where things are.
Sure.
And you see the 3 people look like they heft a body up. They're struggling with it. It seems to be quite heavy, but they seem to be hefting up a body.
This is what Grizz is doing. And then he shakes it off and goes, "How? Ow! Hey!"
You see one of them kind of like look and falter a little bit, and as he kind of fumbles with the body, you see a wing flop down to the ground and spread out, splaying down towards that. The other one's like, hey, come on, get it.
And then I go, Larry!
You hear no response, but you see them now trying to push, trying to really get this thing moving.
I'm going to dash towards them.
Okay.
Guess, try to get there as soon as I can.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can rush over there as they're starting to get him over the edge.
I can fight some people because it sounds
like it.
I'm about.
And as you reach the receptacle, they step back and you see the wing flop over it and start to roll down in.
So
You're right at the edge of the receptacle. Huh?
So he's trying to go down the receptacle. Is that what I'm hearing?
The body with the
Yeah.
wing appears to be unconscious.
Okay, so
That's
that's
why
what
the
I saw.
3
So the
people
body
were-
that's the wing that flopped down.
Yeah.
I thought somebody else flopped away. Okay. All right, so I'm right there though.
You are right at the edge of the receptacle. You see the wing flop over and he starts to slide down an embankment. towards a hole that is glowing.
I want to try to grab the body.
Reach out and grab for the wing.
Yeah.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
I don't know if I'm good at that, but yeah. Ooh. Well, that's a 19.
A 19?
Yeah.
So you're able to reach out and grab onto the wing, and you can still feel the body start to like slide, like it's continuing its slide, but you've got a hold of the wing, so it slows a little bit as you do that, and you feel the wing kind of, and you hear a grunt. And the wing also kind of like spreads out a little bit under the weight of the body. And so you're kind of holding it there. You see out of the corner of your eye, well, actually, let's say that you hear, with your sharp hearing, which sounds like something being pulled out of a hidden receptacle. And now you're standing there holding the wing.
Does this smell like Larry?
This looks
Okay.
like
I don't know if
library
he was
Larry.
wrapped in anything.
Hold on, wait. Now it absolutely smells like Larry.
All right. Okay.
What do you want to do?
Okay. So where did I hear the shink come from?
You would wager somewhere behind you, probably from one of 3 entities.
So I thought that, well, can you set the scene where,
Sure.
like, how many people are around me right now? Because I'm
Dumpster?
holding...
This.
Okay.
Grizz,
Uh-huh.
3 people.
All right.
Larry.
Yeah. And I'm holding Larry. And I
You're
hear
holding
shink.
Larry's wing,
Mm-hmm.
and you remember what an Aarakocra looks like?
Yes.
Okay. So he's sliding, the rest of his body is sliding down into the hole.
Uh-huh.
You've got the wing.
Yeah.
You can actually feel it starting to dislocate under the weight.
Okay.
And you can see that his feet are getting precariously close to the hole.
Okay.
And you hear the shink come from behind you.
Once I hear the shink, I say, "Oh, I've been waiting for this for so long." So I'm gonna shift and rage and yank him out.
So you can only do one at a
So
time.
all right, yeah, it's just how it works technically. I want to go balls to the wall here, or
Grizz to the fizz.
shifters to the fifters here. Okay, whatever you say. I want to yank him up and like throw him to the other side.
Okay, so
and
let's
then
say
get ready
this.
to fight.
So let's say
that's what I want to do.
Great. So with your bonus action, you can rage.
Okay.
Giving you advantage on the athletics check to pull him out and apparently flop his limp body across the alley.
Yeah, I'll throw him that way. Like, he might get hurt, but I don't care.
Okay.
I just want to yank him out of this tube that's going down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we'll stop there and get to the next part after that.
Okay.
So, you gonna rage?
Yeah, so if I shift...
Shift does not give you the advantage on the thing.
Okay, so I need to rage. Then yes, I am going to rage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you rage.
Mm-hmm.
Raging requires your bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So does shifting. That's why we have to figure out which one you're doing
Sure.
first.
Okay.
So you rage.
Mm-hmm.
Go and yank. Go ahead. Give me an athletics check at advantage.
That's a natural 20!
It's like when I give him advantage, he just crits.
Do you want me to roll again?
No,
I
you don't.
could.
I mean, tell you what. If you roll another natural 20, I will just let you narrate how the entire scene plays out. It has to be this roll. Well, now you just negated your.
Oh no! Well, all right. Well, then let's just say.
Actually,
okay.
I'm into this bet though. I'm into this bet.
No, I was too.
It's
And then I dropped
it's
it. Where'd it
right
go?
over by the leg of the bench.
Wait, where? Oh,
Kyle's got like a sixth sense for just exactly where the die is.
where did it go? Over that way?
Just reach in
What?
front of the leg.
So while we're waiting to see what happens,
Pull your hand back. Pull your hand back.
Oh,
You feel it?
okay, just Sig, Just get up. Just get up and find
See,
it.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just get up and just go ahead and get up and find
Okay,
it.
yeah.
We're gonna go to Rose while you're.
Okay.
dig
Yeah.
around.
Go to Rose.
Yeah.
I thought that was it, but I
Intense.
don't think that. I think that was.
Yeah, I
the
think
table
you're.
leg. That's the table leg.
Lassie and Mom is narrating.
So we have you now
Yeah.
dressed in what appears to be.
Fabulous.
You're fabulous.
Eh.
Eh. So you and Robert are making your way down the flight of stairs, unless there was anything else you needed to do in the apartment.
Nope, I'm going up.
Okay. So you make your way down, and the two of you are kind of like almost in slow-mo walking out of the final steps of the crappy tenement building known as the Wicket Lawn. Dun, 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 dun. You make it down to street level, and Robert goes, "Okay, now what's the plan?
We're going up.
We just came down.
No, the cat.
Oh, up the cat?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. But you
Oh.
gotta pay for the elevator.
You don't have to pay for a lift.
You don't?
No,
I
bro.
thought you had to.
No, you don't have to pay for it. You just can't look like garbage. You don't look like garbage. No, you're good, honey.
Okay,
No.
let's go. I grab him. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so you just manhandling this.
Oh,
poor
yes,
guy.
I want up.
Okay, so you start to head past. You go around the side of the Wicket Lawn. You start to head past, getting closer towards the interior of the city, and you hear Rose.
What?
Oh, you've got a little friend.
Oh.
Are you on a date, Rose?
Is it my...
It is Dante Tipo.
Oh, boys, so many boys.
Oh, is that what you call that?
I am on a mission.
Oh, a mission, Rose. So dramatic. Always.
Can I smell him?
Do you want to smell him?
Just like from afar. I have.
You don't smell anything but sweat from afar.
Yeah.
Like
Someone's-
pheromone.
Look at his feet.
You look at his feet?
Yeah.
From the Grizz plate.
He so in standard Dippler fashion, he is actually hanging from a tree upside down. His long hair kind of waving back and forth. So you can't really smell his feet, but you do, or see his feet, but you do smell the pheromone of like of a sweaty workout kind of thing going on, where he's like dangling, and he's probably been doing whatever calisthenics an artist would do in a public park.
Okay. Are you having a nice day, teacher?
It's wonderful. Listen, Rose. And the shirt that was like just loosely tucked into his waistband flops down, rolling over his face, exposing a 12-pack of abs. And he's like, oh.
That's not healthy.
And then he just kind of shudders a little bit, and the sleeves drop out, so he's now just hanging there shirtless.
Oh,
Yes, Rose.
you want to come down? You seem to want to have a conversation.
Oh, yeah, Rose, I suppose.
I'm so
I
sorry,
see what I did.
teacher.
And he flips down, landing like,
I'm so sorry, teacher. Yes, we are in a hurry, but you seem to be wanting to talk.
I believe that you had some. I hate the term homework. It sounds so plebeian.
Oh.
But you were going to serenade me.
I.
And he just leans up against the tree.
And then I could
waits.
go.
You don't have to stay now. I'm just saying. I
I
haven't
just
seen you.
serenade you. Is that a bit weird?
Is something changed, Rose?
You never asked me to serenade you before.
That was your homework.
I don't remember that homework. I thought there was poetry. Last thing I remember, there was a haiku.
Yeah, you gave me the haiku. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Oh no, okay.
You can wait. It's fine.
But a serenade, I just don't. I mean, and I look over at his abs. Oh.
Robert is also like, you notice that Robert is also like.
Guess I could talk about.
Rose, do you want me to go get us some water?
Yep.
I could use some water.
Oh yeah, me too.
Okay. I'll be back.
Thank you.
He turns and like starts to walk, but it's just his body that turns. He just kind of like starts walking, and then you see him like you get drawn away from the abs by, you hear him like, whoa, and he like just tumbles a little bit and starts. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yes.
Didn't see your poodle there. And then he's just like, when you turn back, you can see that Dante's just like gets a little smirk on his face.
This guy. Oh yes. Okay. The serenade. It's a beautiful day for a serenade, and your and your hair. As I'm very thirsty. Let's see. Is it how? Am I supposed to tell you about the way you look or the way you act?
No, it's not.
What is a good thing for a serenade?
A metaphor.
So like.
Rose, you want to draw a picture with your words. You want to paint a sunset.
I just think about laundry. Just washing the laundry.
Okay, I suppose that's a...
And scrubbing on the boards over and over.
Okay, I'm starting to see a picture.
Yeah, lots of suds. Lots of suds. Anyways, yeah, so...
okay, so...
Yeah, I'm having a hard time concentrating. Can you put your shirt back on?
Oh, is that... Oh, I'm sorry.
I feel like it's
Can you hand it to me?
Oh.
Takes it and just like... Oh, stretches like lazily as he puts it on. He goes... Is that why you were thinking about laundry, Rose?
Yes, because certainly it's because your shirt was on the ground, obviously. And, yes, so serenade about metaphors and telling you how great you are.
Oh, I mean, you could. You don't have to.
You were like a beautiful origami rose. Complex, yet simple on the outside. Complex on the inside. Formed, like crafted by hand. Something like...
Yeah, maybe you should work on that, little Rose.
That's pretty good.
It is good, but serenades are typically...
Sung. Yes, okay. Are you going to sleep now? You have a sleepy face.
Well, I have been working out. But, no, I think I'll take a walk.
Okay. Look for Robert.
Robert's, like, kind of coming back, but also kind of, like, watching you two go back and forth. And you can see he's got the waters, like...
Okay, I will do my homework later. Okay, thank you, bye. Go to Robert and Okay, let's go. It's because it's hot. It's so hot out here.
He takes a swig.
So I have a mentor, but this sounds weird.
Is that what they call it?
No, he's teaching me how to sing and write. I've never heard his... Well, I have heard his stuff. I guess it's okay. I just feel like now with all these things that are going on, there's just more important things than learning from somebody who lives in a park. Maybe you would know of a professional? And I look back at him as we're walking.
You see him just kind of like... Almost like... Not dancing, but just swaying his gait, just kind of rocking him from side to side as he makes his way down the path, passing like some moms who are there, like walking their kids in strollers and stuff like that, who are also just like,
Yes, I don't know what it is, but something feels weird. Like now that I'm more experienced, I feel like maybe he lives here.
he seems quite charismatic, and like he takes care of himself.
He wears the same clothes every day. And also, I think he lives here. I don't even know if what he eats or he just kind of lives in the trees.
Well, Rose, you know, like, so do apples and birds and squirrels, and they all have their uses.
I'm not really following you.
Well, we've got to make it to the lift.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
But if you know of anybody who could a teacher,
Well, teaching for what exactly?
I want to
which
be a
one?
better singer.
But Rose, you have the gift of.
But I want to be better. I got to get out of here.
Okay.
No, you don't understand. I have to get out of here. I have to be better. I hate this.
And we cut away on his mumbling through the scenario. Back to Laucian, carrying the body through the streets on his floating disc. Every now and then an arm, like, you're leading it. So you're just kind of like walking around. The disc is floating behind you. The body is covered, but every now and then the arm flops out. And then it just kind of like, well, I guess it is absolutely magically getting lifted and put back in as your unseen servant just kind of tidies up the thing almost without, notice. And you make your way through the streets, about an hour or so, a little less. Gets you to Sharn's Welcome. End of the morgue there.
Okay.
And you make your way in through the front door. This one, the air here is already of that like kind of warmer, salty quality that you get as you get closer to large bodies of water like the Dagger River,
Okay.
especially as they lead out towards the actual, like, the water, the ocean. And you find, where is this? So you find the front door. It looks quite a bit shabbier, as if it's like maybe, well, at your morgue, you know that trail of blood is going to get cleaned up. This one looks like maybe somebody got a half bucket of water and kind of like used a mop that hadn't been cleaned in a while and just kind of cleans the floor with that. So it has this like grimy, almost brownish tint to the stone, like almost cement stone at the base of this tower. And inside, it all kind of looks as if it's all and then your suspicions are confirmed as you round the bend and there is literally a bucket of bloody water with the mop still sitting in it. And a somewhat rotund guy sitting at sitting behind the counter with his feet kicked up, reading the Sharn Inquisitive. Sharn Inquisitive. Inquisitor? Inquisitive.
Inquisitive is the guys who work.
Yeah,
Inquisitor is the newspaper.
The newspaper is the
Inquisitor.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Sharn Inquisitor he's got his feet propped up, folded over. It looks as though, like, when he goes to turn the page, you can see that he's like in a white sleeveless kind of tank top with like yellowish greenish rings around his armpits. And the sign-in book has got kind of like, the pages are all kind of creased and greasy.
It's not good.
Yeah, you can just dump the bodies over there.
Oh, this This one, you don't want to know who it is?
You sign it in the logbook.
Okay. By the way,
You see him like fold the newspaper and like slap it, like do the flip to where it closes, and then he like. Yes.
did they deliver a orphan here recently?
What do you like? Work for the city or something?
Yes.
Oh,
From the morgue over Golden Gate.
let me see your identification.
Here you go.
Okay. Yeah, you can actually just take it into the back then.
Oh, okay.
And there's a couple of kids in a pile back there. I think it's probably the third pile once you get inside there.
Oh.
Is there any defining marks or anything specific you're looking for?
Was female, young,
There's a couple.
probably about early teens, maybe 10-ish.
Yeah, I think I saw some back there.
Blonde hair,
Uh,
was stabbed repeatedly.
yeah, maybe. You just go ahead and check it out.
All right.
You can just toss that body on the other pile that's closer to the door, and I'll catalog it after lunch, dinner, whatever.
Okay. The toe tag's got the information.
Perfect.
Go over.
Grabs his paper, just flicks it back up, and goes back to reading.
Go over, just-
Just tip the side of the desk. If body rolls off, it stays in the little
the sheet.
the sheet that you've got. It's kind of like wrapped up like a body in a sheet.
Maybe we should make bags for that. Oh, anyway,
I sense an invention coming.
it's this way, right?
Yeah, you'll find it. You kind of look up after you go through the double doors, dropping off the first body. You see that there are two piles underneath. Underneath each one, you see the days of the week marked.
And how many of them are from last week?
Last week, that pile is actually just says last week.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go look for the one from 3 days ago.
Okay.
Wasn't it? Let's see. No, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Which was the evening of the Cocoon Saloon
Right.
incident.
Yep.
And go look and see if there's a young girl body in that pile.
So as you make your way in, you notice as well that the temperature in here is a lot warmer than it is in your morgue. You can kind of like look around and see that some of the lights aren't working. You would wager to guess that perhaps the cooling system is either just not been turned on, or maybe malfunctioning,
The elemental out.
Huh?
Or they let the elemental out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you'd probably have to ask the guy, and he might not even care. So as you make your way back in there, kind of the wave of...
Tie cloth around my face.
Okay. Okay. So you kind of can protect yourself from disease,
Yeah.
but you have a hard time not retching.
The smell.
Yeah. Give me a Constitution save.
Contact. 14.
14. You make your way through the first part, past the first kind of mountain of bodies, and you take another kind of like lurch, and another retch right after you make that second thing, going to be another con save.
14.
Kind of able to hold it all together. Walk to the largest pile that's there. Looking up at it, you can see that it actually is higher than you are, and higher than you are tall. And
It's pretty high because I'm pretty tall.
Gonna require some digging. You and the unseen servant get to work, pulling bodies out. Give me an investigation check.
That's 19.
19. So after you remove about like 5 or 6 bodies, you can see that there seems to be a very blood-stained leg of probably somebody about 10-ish, young girl. And yeah.
Is it attached to something?
It
or
is
just-
attached.
Okay. It's not just the leg.
It, as you pull on it, you can definitely tell that it is not just the leg. It is definitely attached to something.
Okay.
And you... And you can see that there seems to be a brand on the foot.
So I was looking for.
This one, so the last one that you found, the last 2 you found, one was kind of a right angle. The other one was basically a line. This one is a line with 3 other lines, equidistantly spaced out, perpendicular.
So like this with this, and this, and this. Like a capital E?
Like a capital E.
All right. Any other marks of note on this?
On the
young
leg?
girl?
On the foot?
I keep trying to see if I
Yeah,
can
we're going to have to go ahead and get some athletics checks out of this to see if you can just get her out without removing all the other bodies on top.
Let's see. That's not a good thing. 14.
3 14s in a row. 4? Okay.
I rolled a 14 with a +5 for the investigation. So. But this was a 15 because I'm at -1 because I'm not very strong.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're able to kind of like yank. You're able to start getting enough of the body out to notice that the clothing seems to be a blood-stained, almost drenched orphan. Pretty much the same, like this area of the city.
Mm-hmm.
All of the districts in this area seem to have kind of the same type of garments.
Okay.
And this one on the hem has a red
Red
and
and
a gold circle on the end, right next to the thing. As you start to try and pull, you can't get the body entirely free yet, but you've gotten that much. And then, how did you got your crit? Did you ever find your die?
Sure did.
Do you want to roll it again now?
Do you want me to? Okay. It's another 20. Watch this. No, it's a 2. What a,
At
Was
least
it
it wasn't a
one?
1.
that's true.
So you are able to yank Larry out.
Yeah.
You yank it out. You feel the wing dislocate entirely.
I feel that, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it's worth it.
Okay. So you feel the wing dislocate entirely. It doesn't tear off or anything like that, but you yank it. You hear it. You feel it pop. You can hear it pop, even in your heightened state. And you sling the body across the alley. It hits the wall because you don't know your own strength yet.
That's what I was imagining. It hits the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, it hits the wall, and then it falls into a few like bags of trash that haven't been dropped into the chute yet. Just drops into there. You can see the wing kind of like splay out now under it, and you turn to look at the hoodlums. 2 of them have drawn glass shard shanks, and the third seems to have a billy club.
Okay.
Your action was pulling him out and throwing him.
Mm-hmm.
Your bonus action was raging.
Mm-hmm.
You used your movement to get to him. That was your last turn. So now,
I'm at the whim of their mercy for a minute.
whatever mercy they seem to be rolling with.
And some like, hey, back up, homies. But no, couldn't do that. So
Would
let's see
you
what
like
happens.
me to roll their attacks, or do you want to?
You should.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if that's... Yeah, go ahead. We'll roll off here. I'm feeling pretty dicey.
So I got a 17 and an 18.
Oh.
Of course you did.
Good thing you've got rage reduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So both attacks with the shanks will slice back and forth across your hide for 6 total damage.
Okay. That's not so bad. I have a level now.
Is that half?
Yeah,
No.
okay.
And it will be halved, so you actually only take 3.
Oh.
Huh.
That's scary.
So,
And the billy club comes flying in, getting a dirty 20 for 4 more damage.
Okay.
So 2 damage after being halved.
Oh.
okay. So that is
It appears
5 total. So I'm okay. All right. I laugh it off.
You laugh it
off. I've waited for this for so long. That's what I do.
so the guy
I'm
after
crazy.
striking you
I'm
with the
crazy.
billy club,
Yeah.
you take the hit and
Oh, I
you
love it.
turn up and
I'm
you
like, yes.
and he just kind of like steps back and looks at the other two. And it's your turn.
So I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna say, "All right, you want to keep going at me because I'm loving it. All right. Otherwise, you can back off." So I guess intimidation is what I'm trying to do right now.
You're trying to intimidate them, so your
Still,
action is
yeah.
going to be to intimidate them.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens here.
Go ahead.
But I'm like trying to like the maniacal laughing, like you know, like all right, mess with me.
I'll tell you what. If you would like to also use your bonus action now to shift, so that not only are you raging, but then you start to like and like the fangs and grow.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
I'll
good.
let you roll advantage against me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be definitely a thing that I would want to do.
You know, if you give him advantage, he's gonna roll a natural 20, right?
That's kind of what I'm expecting,
I
but we'll
hope so.
see.
We'll see. But yeah, no, you're
Because
right.
now he has
yeah.
to roll against.
I would like to shift
that's
again.
true.
Yeah.
So remember that while you're shifting, you will also gain temporary hit points equal to your level plus your Constitution modifier.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ooh.
you are 1, and your Constitution modifier is
I don't know. What is it? Yeah. What? Oh, +2.
okay. So you gain 3 temporary hit points. These are not hit points that can be healed. It doesn't go into your max,
Sure.
but it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like 3
but it's
fodder.
there.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do is be scary because like as much as I want to like beat them into a pulp, I'm still just trying to be scary to scare them off.
Show me, don't tell me.
Roll that 20.
Okay.
Okay, you better roll a dirty 20.
And what do I add to that? What kind of roll is that?
So if you're doing, it's your intimidation.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that would be a 13.
So yeah, you get advantage. Remember, because you
Oh, yeah.
shifted. I'll let
So-
you
right.
let you do that.
13.
Wow. So you got, what did you get twice in a row there? 13s.
Well, no, I just rolled a 3 on the second time.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
So I rolled for all 3 dudes. 2 got 18s, 1 got a 4. So one of the glass shards, kind of like he just tosses it down, turns and runs. The other two are like, and then the billy club guy comes back in to hit you, and you can see the other guy with the shank start to weave in as well. That's going to be a 19 and a 16 to hit. I'm guessing both
They
of those.
both hit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
But I'm only going to roll 5 total damage. So having that, you'll get 2 more points of damage, and you have your 3 bonus ones. So we don't even go through your temporary hit points yet.
Yeah. So just only 2.
Yep.
So that's 7.
So now before you, as it is now your turn, you see the billy club guy come back in, pop you again, just take the hit. The guy slices down with the shank on your arm, and Larry kind of groans in the corner, and there is basically a bunch of bags around the incinerator behind you, and a shank that did not shatter when it hit the ground. Trumpets on cue.
So picking up that shank, would that take an action?
It would not.
Then I will pick up that shank and I will shank the shank out of this guy.
Which one are you shanking?
So all right, so set the scene for me. So I'm here. Who do we have here? Who just shanked me?
So the one that shanked you is that guy. We'll just say him the colored one,
Right.
and then the other the steel.
Right. So I had the guy that shanked me, right?
The guy that shanked you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna go for that guy because he's the one that hit me.
Okay.
You should be
Yeah.
polite and at least tell the guy who dropped it, "Thank you very much."
Hey, you're in a morgue.
It's
You want to stay there?
It's funny.
You want to stay
We're
there?
about to jump into the Shawshank Redemption.
Let's go.
There's no redemption.
There's going to be no roll if we waste our time with puns.
So, all right. I'm going for the
Each
guy that
pun
shanked
is
me.
-3 seconds.
I'm going to pick up that shank and I'm going to go straight for him and I'm viciously just going to try to subdue him in the politest terms. Attack roll? Is that what
Attack
we're
roll. Are
doing?
you going to attack recklessly?
I feel like, like I grabbed it and I'm already enraged. So I would just grab it and I would attack recklessly.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Yes, so then you
that's
will
the
get
thing.
advantage on the attacks.
Yes. We'll let you get.
All right, so 16 first. And then 20! A crit! Hello! A crit! Oh!
Very nice. Roll
I
me your
will
damage.
shake you with a crit!
Very nice. Roll me
Should I
your
roll
damage.
it again? Okay.
Roll the damage.
Right,
2d4.
2d4.
Yeah.
I only have one.
You
wait,
got a D4.
no, d4.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just go ahead.
I'll just roll it twice. 2
Wow.
and 3.
Okay. So you scoop up the
5.
shank. You lunge in. What's your strength modifier?
+3.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you get your 5 points plus 3.
I'm
Okay.
about to wreck somebody's world right now.
Plus your raging.
That's why you don't mess with Grizz, because he got that collar off. Look out!
So that's 2 more.
Yeah.
Oh
Are you
my
adding?
I mean, what, do I have a choice? Or what
I'm-
are you asking?
Do you know how
Sorry.
much damage you're about to do?
No, I just hope I
Fire.
do the max.
Sorry.
5, 3, and 2.
Okay. 10 points of damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
You scoop up the.
Like a vicious shank.
Yes. You
Yeah.
scoop it up. You cut up, splaying, eviscerating, literally. You can see like intestines kind of like water. He drops the other shank and like tries to hold them in, looking up at you. But since you crit and you killed him on it, what's the twist?
So, slashed him up.
Mm-hmm.
His guts are falling out.
Mm-hmm.
I look at him and I laugh at him. I'm like, I told you, you shouldn't be messing with this one. I just laugh in his face as he dies, and I look in his eyes as he falls down, and
Okay.
make sure I'm the last thing he ever sees when he's alive.
So he hits the ground and he's like trying to hold it in.
And I try to make a big show about his friend seeing it too.
So his friend definitely saw it, but the last thing that he sees is your face like down on him, and then a club come fly across and just smack you right in the side of the face.
All right.
Definitely gonna get in there and get a little bit. And that'll be 2 points of damage, halved for 1. So he hits you, you go,
Okay.
and that's your last temporary hit point.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just kind of like, okay. And he turns to run. You can use your reaction for an opportunity attack if you would like to.
I would like. Is there a way that I can pounce on this guy and like hold him down because I need some info now?
So your reaction could be a grapple. That is an attack. It's a special attack. You can reach out and grab him. So that would be your athletics versus his either athletics or acrobatics. So because you were raging, you can use 2 rolls. This is an advantage, so go ahead and if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, he's the last one left.
Yeah,
right?
you could also just try and hit him, and then you say, I'm going to attack to subdue.
Okay.
And I will let you subdue him. You just have to tell me before you actually make the attack that you're attempting to knock him out.
I guess that's the best way to go. Yeah, I'll attack to subdue.
Okay, sounds good. Are you attacking recklessly to subdue?
I feel like I'm in a reckless mood, so yeah, recklessly.
You're a barbarian, you probably ought to be.
I'm just angry, and this is the first time that anyone, I've been able to fight in a long time.
Yeah, I feel like I need to make a mechanic for, if you try to subdue somebody recklessly, you still have to, make, a concentration check somewhere at the end after, if you hit them.
So 12 plus, what am I adding?
You're this is, so it's a knife. You are proficient, and you have your strength bonus. So you're going to be adding, with a 3, a plus 5.
So that would be 17.
So a 17 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll me your damage.
Also, knowing that I don't want it. So roll a D4?
You're subduing, yeah. You're subduing, so it doesn't matter how much you do.
D4?
Yeah. It's as long as you do enough to take out whatever hit points he has.
Do I roll again?
You don't roll it again, but you do add your strength modifier.
Okay, so 5.
And your rage bonus.
What is the rage bonus?
Your rage bonus is 2.
All right, so 5, 7.
7 points of damage.
You raged.
You do subdue him. So as he turns to run, you just take the back, what would be the butt of the shank that has at least been wrapped around with cloth and tied with twine and whatnot, and you thump him in the back of the head, and he just and hits the ground, and you see the billy club just kind of roll, hit the ground, or roll towards the front of the alleyway, and then you hear, and Rose and Robert stand at the edge of the lift, which essentially looks like a giant corridor, right? With some rails, and it's making its way up. It's still pretty early in the evening. There's only a couple of other people here on the lift with you, but you and Robert are staring out down at the pretty lights of the crappy districts below you as it rises. There seems to be one guard on the lift, just kind of making his little patrol round back and forth. Give me a perception check.
Oh la la, it's like a 19. It's like a 19.
Elvineers,
Oh,
good.
18.
18. So with that, you and Robert are kind of looking down and pointing out at each other. Oh look, there's the docks. You can see, you can almost smell those fish from here.
That's gross.
I mean,
No, it's gross.
And as you say that, looking down at him, you can see kind of off the side of, your vision, your peripheral vision, you can see 2 men, at least what you can tell, or what you think are 2 men, move towards the guard and push him off the lift. He doesn't seem so much afraid as he falls, as he does just really annoyed. His voice starts to get farther and farther away, and when you turn back, you see the 2 people straighten their vest, and one of them tips a bowler hat just down a little bit, almost to where it kind of covers his eye, trying to look real hard. And he walks towards you.
No, don't look.
The other one pulls.
I get away from the edge.
You move away from the edge towards the center of the.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way towards the center of the lift, and Robert is like, "What, Rose? What are you talking about?" And he sees you starting to walk away. He's like, "What are you talking about?" And he turns around, and the two men are just moving towards you. They don't seem to be interested in little Robert at all.
Go. How may I help you?
Oh, you think we need help?
I don't know, you're coming at me very aggressively.
Yeah, you haven't heard?
No, I haven't.
He starts to pull out what looks like a letter of sorts, but says bounty. And you can see the top of your hair and like little bits of ears as he starts to pull this out and slides it back in. And this time he pulls a short sword out.
Hey, I don't know what's going on. How do you, what has happened?
His friend's like, you gonna come quietly?
Where are we going?
Oh, I'm not taking you to get that price on your head.
Are you sure it's me?
Yeah.
Just any elf is hanging out?
Not any elf has those ears.
Well, some do.
Yeah, some.
Well, what does it say on your bounty?
Oh, it says that your name is Rose? Or at least that's what you answer to. And it says that you're usually in the lower levels, because you work at some place down there. Some place that isn't open right now.
Yes. Why are you being so coy? It's the Old Dominion. Everyone knows.
Yeah. All right then.
Well, who are you going to turn me into?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm just curious. I'm going to my demise.
Your demise.
I don't know where you're taking me.
We're just gonna drop you off.
Where?
You know. And he like holds out some shackles. You can put them on, or we can put them on for you.
Well, what if I just walk with you instead and not wear them? And I'll just be next to you.
Nah, I don't really like that. That doesn't seem safe for me.
What? What do I got? I got nothing.
Apparently you were able to eviscerate a little girl with nothing, so you're gonna put these on.
Wait. Who put the bounty out? And what eviscerate the little girl?
I'm not gonna tell you who my bosses are. You'll know when you meet them.
Look back at Robert.
Robert's just like... The guy reaches in, puts one on. Other hand.
Okay, fine.
Clips the other one.
Okay.
Takes off his jacket. Puts it around you.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's very nice of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold up here. It's
Mm-hmm.
stinky and gross down there.
And as you say that, you smell the inside of the jacket.
Oh, boy. Never mind. I take it back.
And Lausian, we'll come back to you after we go to break.
Oh, it's a break.
It's a break time.
It's a break time.
So we'll see you guys back here in a couple of minutes. We're just gonna get up and use it. What's you look at you guys. Oh, we're just gonna. Yeah, we're gonna get up and hit the restroom real fast, have a drink, and pop right back on here so we can continue this fun little game and see what happens after Grizz eviscerates people in an alley.
That's what he's doing. I don't know, man. You put me in situations. I start rolling crits. I don't know.
Yeah, you did a great job.
You
Yeah.
complain about my dice rolling.
I apparently.
I gotta say, I don't know, man.
I can
don't know.
control his though. I just don't give him advantage and he won't crit.
Yeah,
That's-
but without that, yeah, I don't know.
So we will be right back. Thanks for tuning in and joining us here on Inkwell Society. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Welcome back to Inkwell Society here on twitch.tv/D&D and twitch.tv/Maze Arcana. If you like some of the interesting, if you like some of the emotes that we've got going on there, that you might see some of the Arcanites in stream dropping down, you can get your hands on those by subbing over at twitch.tv/Maze Arcana. And you can get a slew of them by subscribing right here to twitch.tv/D&D. Don't forget to use your Amazon Prime if you have it, and remember that you have to re-up that every month.
Which is in 2 days.
2 days. And, thank you. And what else? I guess we could just hop right back into the game, huh?
Sure.
Sure.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I gotta find out what's happening
Yeah.
with my
I
life.
need things. I need answers too.
Good
We all
thing.
need answers.
Well, you're so
Good.
big and strong, you can get out of any situation.
Well,
Yeah, we'll
Maybe.
see about that.
I might be in the same
Ooh.
shack
Can
as
I
you
have,
are.
can I have sexy manacles that look like a bust?
They can look like anything you want in your make-believe.
Thank you.
Everyone else sees them.
Like my toast.
So the whole reason he put the thing around you is so that nobody would see them. The whole reason he gave you his jacket and
So you
draped
can-
it around you is so that your hands wouldn't be out where everybody could see them.
I'll go like this anyway.
Okay. So
Ram to the slaughter.
we make our way back inside the morgue where Laucian, and this is the Sharn Welcome Morgue, where Laucian has the young girl finally pulled out and put on top of his, I guess, mobile slab almost, your Tinser's floating disc. And you're going through and examining all that. Make me another con save.
12.
12. But you manage to hold it in as you continue to search. Such insanitary conditions. Go ahead and roll me. Let's see. Let's do an investigation check.
15.
15. So as you give her the once over, you find a smudge of blue residue that appears to be now you have to make me a wisdom save.
Gotta play to your strengths. It's an 18.
Okay. And do you still have a vial on you?
No.
Okay. So as you check it out, you definitely know it's Stream Lily.
It smells similar to the batches that were burning in that house yesterday.
With all the everything else that was burning, but you definitely know that it's Dream Lily. And you are able to discern you're able to discern that basically where it was kind of like applied seems to be like right along the spine at the base of the neck, and the hair covers it.
Was it topical?
It appears to be topical in this nature, but if you make me a medicine check.
22.
It's like the running joke is just Kyle's rolls.
I think he won Dungeons and Dragons.
I think his dice might be rated. I don't
Pretty
know.
light.
So you find as you like examine the area, you can see that the pores around it are bigger. And as this young girl does not appear to have hit the pattern that you had established from before, you learn that there is a she didn't engorge herself, she didn't eat, so there's nothing actually inside her stomach really, But as you go to check her mouth, you notice that because you're aware that the dream lily can leave like kind of the blue veins in the mucous membrane, you actually see that the veins in here are a slightly different tint, a little bit closer to green. Not full
sort of
green.
like an aquamarine in color?
Less.
Okay.
It's kind of like just at certain areas, a strip will be a little bit more green than the usual dark blue.
Gotcha. So not so cerulean or azure.
Right. More like there are aquamarine like streaks.
Sure.
As the rest of the venous mucosous membrane kind of like spreads out. So you do find those two things. You see that the residue that's back there is a blue stripe that goes along the back of her spine, and
no identification other than that, right?
Other than the
red and the gold circle and the brand,
right?
Because then I wanted to go to the red and gold orphanage to see if I can get her name.
Okay, so the red and gold orphanage.
I'll try to study her face a little bit and see if I can reproduce it with minor illusion.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you know that the red, from your talks with Polly, you know that the red and gold one is the one here in Sharn's Welcome. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you will kind of like, I don't know, do you clean anything up?
Mm-mm.
That makes sense.
That's just asking for trouble.
So what are you going to do with the body?
Her? I'll do a little bit of final rites to it. Just like to send the spirit on to like a good next life. But other than that, put it back in the pile with all the other ones.
Okay. So as you put it back in the pile and you kind of like, not necessarily clean up, but you make me a con saving throw.
Oh, goodness. Another 12.
You're able to choke it back again, swallowing down that little bit of a whatever kind of tuna they have here in Sharn in the lower levels. And
make a mental note to get some perfume or something to put on my mask for the next one.
Okay, so you pull out your note. Perfume for mask.
Uh-huh.
And then you make your way outside. You are gonna probably, I would say that your disc and your servant are probably about gone. Yeah. And as you make your way outside, you see a devilishly handsome-looking physician, kind of like making his way around the side. He goes, "Oh, hi, Lossie.
Hi.
Would you be interested in helping me with a delicate matter?
When?
Would you be available this evening? Or possibly very early in the morning?
Maybe tomorrow. I've got to do some work right now.
Well, it looks like you're not on a time schedule here. If you are at another morgue.
How much time do you need?
If I had someone of your skills, I might be able to get him to talk in less than an hour.
Oh, I can spare that. I'll make sure he doesn't die.
That's what I'm looking for. Good elf.
By the way, I need to talk to you more about those kits. You do some pretty cool things with those. I need to pick that up.
I think I'll show you a little of it.
Cool. Let's go.
So, as you go, he goes, "Oh, but follow at a safe distance."
How far is that?
I don't know, like
a bow shot?
Sure.
All right.
He turns and starts to strut off. After about 120 paces, you start
moving in.
And Grizz stands, clothing smattered with blood from an evisceration, and a Aarakocra lay unconscious in some trash bags against a wall, and a ruffian lays at your feet as you pant and huff and look up to see a familiar-ish looking ruffian skeet around the corner, sliding to a stop, looking back over his shoulder, like, he's down there! And you see a large guy make his way into the middle of the open alleyway. Crack. Crack.
Do I know who this person is? Really? Okay. Well, then describe them. Because I thought I was going to know who this person was.
So your vision, like right now you're in dark light, so everything looks pretty gray to you. Even the stuff that starts to kind of push out a little ways. Your vision has to kind of like adjust a little bit as you look down the alleyway. Mm-hmm. And what you see is a guy with what looks like a scar that's been jagged and has like this kind of almost like lightning bolt scenario going on from about his, just above his ear down to the bottom of his jaw.
Okay.
And you see that he's wearing kind of like a bandana that is tied around and the eye slits are cut out.
Okay. And what are they doing to me? Like,
the little one runs away as soon as the other guy starts popping his joints and then he turns and starts to walk down the alleyway. He kind of gives like a little cough off to the side, but it almost sounds like a crackle. Almost as if like a little bit of almost thunder on the end of it. And he makes his way a little kind of like takes a couple of faster steps and then starts to run at you, leaps up into the air and slams down on the ground. And you can make me.
Oh my goodness.
A Constitution.
That's a D20.
Saving throw.
D20? Yeah?
Yeah, saving throw.
20. That's a 19 plus whatever I have. So, Constitution, 21.
Nice.
Very nice.
I saw that coming, homie. Grizz ain't got no collar. He's off the rails.
So he comes running up, jumps up, slams his fist down on the ground. You hear the crackle from the cough a second earlier, like almost create this ozone type smell. And then, whoom, your ears just feel like there's like thunder, like you were in the middle of a cloud when the thunder hits. And you take 5 damage.
Oh, goodness.
Not halved. As you are hit with magical thunder damage.
Okay. Even though I heard it coming, yeah?
Well, you didn't hear it coming much as you...
Yeah, okay, fine.
But you stood,
fine.
like you stood your ground, the thump happened and buffed you back a little bit.
I'm here, I'm like
Well,
sweating.
actually, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. What did you gotta? I apologize. That is my fault. I was thinking about the saves for halves from actual spells, not from this. You actually withstand the entire damage. My apologies.
Cool.
Go ahead and add your 5 back. I was super excited. Sorry.
Oh.
That's fine. Yeah, well then I guess we're gonna see where this goes. So this person jumps and sort of does like a thing. Like, what am I seeing that this person does?
You see him launch up into the air, and then you can kind of see like when he leaps up, especially because it's dark. Like there's some dim light. The sun started to go down. It's actually at this point it's probably pretty low. And when he jumps up into the air, you can see his hands start to crackle, and you can see lightning start to form around it. And then you can smell the ozone, and then you hear the clap of thunder as he lands, slamming his fist down right in front of you, and you get boofed back just a little bit, just a little bit, as you like you slide back a couple of inches, shielding yourself from the damage. And he's just kind of like down on the ground, looks up at you. His eyes behind the bandana are glowing white, and he just grins. Good, this will be fun.
And who are you, sir? Because all right, that's a cool like jumping action pose. Whatever. Who are you?
He stands up and he goes, "Rod Thunderclap!" And he goes to punch you with the left hand. But it's still your turn. I just wouldn't advise talking anymore.
Okay. So what? Okay. So he's punching at me.
He's moving aggressively in a manner in which to do you harm, but it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Can I sidestep and punch him in the face? Like, I don't know.
You can totally punch him in the face. You also have a shank in your hand.
Oh, that's right. Can I like duck down and shank?
Sure.
All right. Guess that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, you'll duck and shank.
Yeah,
is supposedly what I'm gonna do right now. I guess.
Yeah, and
so
remember,
tell me how that works.
Right, and so you also, I did make a slight other mistake earlier because I was also excited about. We don't get to combat enough anymore. Yeah. But that's gonna change.
That's okay.
So I did not. I let you have reckless attack before you could have it.
Okay.
But I also loved it in that moment.
It was a good moment.
Yeah. So. Luckily, nobody actually rolled advantage against you yet, so that's square. And this fight will not be reckless. You will not have advantage on those things, neither will they have advantage against you.
Awesome. Yeah, okay.
Unless you do something, like, really awesome.
Okay.
That makes me want to give you advantage.
Okay, yeah, I'm dodging and, like, I'm...
Slicing at him
Slicing at the shank, but, like, more in a way, like, the blunt end, like, not with the...
So you're trying to subdue him again?
Yeah, because, like, all right, I don't know who this guy is. I'm going to try to be like, oh, you're coming at me? Well, then let me do this thing and see what happens. But I'm trying to hit him with, like, the blunt end of the shank. Yeah. So I roll a
just
one. Yeah, okay. 17 plus what?
Plus what?
That's a dirty 20.
So 22. You're proficient with the weapon.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay. So that will hit. That's a D4. Closest to you.
This one.
Yeah.
That's a 3.
A 3. Mm-hmm. So 3 plus your 5, because you get your 3 from your strength, and 2 from your raging. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. So how much is that total?
You're just throwing it on me to do the math. 3 and a 5, like 8?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
we just can't expect the DM to do it all the time, right?
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
So you slice back at him for 8 points.
But like a sort of slice, like I don't know who this guy is. I don't want to hurt him, but I'm like,
sure.
Okay. Yeah.
You connect with your fist instead of the dagger, which is fine. Yeah. Whatever you want. Don't care.
All right.
He takes the hit.
Uh-huh.
And then, as you slice past him with the butt end of the dagger, he connects with his fist.
Oh, goodness.
That's going to be a 19. No, 18.
Yeah, he never rolls that.
I know. I was trying to will it, and I did not. 18? Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that hits me.
Okay, so this will just be 6 bludgeoning damage. So that will be 3 damage after it's halved.
All right.
You did not notice the fist like start crackling in the same way they did before. That was just a flat out thump.
All right.
It's your turn to trade blows if you'd like.
So this guy came in, like, recap here. This guy came in.
What do you want me to recap?
Who this guy is and how he came in here.
He looks like a thug wearing a mask with glowing white eyes.
Okay.
He seems to be trying to dispatch you with extreme prejudice.
Okay.
What more do you need to know?
Guess not. Yeah, I'm gonna go back at him again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you swipe back the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your tackle.
All right. That would be a 6 plus. What am I attacking with? Like my hands, I guess, because I got no.
You got the
I got
dagger.
the shank.
Yeah.
So I don't know the shank.
So the
thing,
shank
so-
is going to be that +2 for your proficiency
+2?
bonus, and
All
you're
right.
still using your strength modifier. So just like last time, it's 5.
All right.
Okay.
So 5 plus the 6, so it would be
Is
11.
11. So you swipe back. You miss him this time. He punches you again. This one is going to be a 15 to hit.
Yeah. No, you hit me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's only going to be 1 point of damage. You can't half 1, so it's still going to be 1 point of damage.
Cool.
Your turn. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna go right back at him.
Swing.
Yep. Ooh. Okay. So that would be an 8 to attack.
Okay, so as that second fist comes back and slugs you again against the face, stumble a little bit, try and swing again violently, thrashing about, whiffing. He laughs and starts to crack his knuckles again, reaching up towards the sky.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Boom!
No, don't do that.
Shockwave comes out. Make me a con save.
Oh, okay. Okay. Con save. All right. Constitution. That would be a 10.
A 10. You will take 2 points of thunder damage.
All right. I'm like knocked out then.
No, you're not.
No, wait. Nope. I got one more left. I mean, you don't need to know that.
I mean, I kind of do. But either way, we got the injury thing going on, so you're not going to go down.
Yeah.
You're going to start taking injuries.
So I'm here. I'm still up.
Okay.
All right.
So no injuries yet.
Mm-hmm. I'm still, thorn in your side, apparently. I don't know.
Okay. So what would you like to do?
Okay, so I've already raged, right?
You're raging.
Can I shift now?
You're already shifted.
already shift. Okay, so
You do have something that is slightly better than than the dagger that you're using right now. I believe, because what type of shifter are you?
because I would love to. Well, the long tooth, right?
Okay.
Or the
What does your sheet say?
Oh, my teeth! I'm gonna bite him. I'm gonna bite him in his face. I'm gonna go for his neck. I'm gonna bite whoever this guy is. I'm gonna bite him. That's what I'm gonna
There
do.
we go.
All right. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna go. All right. Let's see. Does it hit? Oh. All right. That's a 9 plus what to attack with my teeth.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
It'll be the same. +5.
All right. Then that is a 14.
All right, you clamp down right here on him. So he jumps up, slams down, busts you back with the lightning, and then you lunge forward, clamping your jaws down on him right there. He just kind of looks back at you like that. Roll me damage. It's a d6.
+5.
+5.
That's 6 altogether.
Okay. So the 6 plus the damage you've done before has been, you hit him once for, I want to say it was 8 or 9 damage. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that.
These team notes are top notch.
If I recall differently, then I'll let you know. But you bite forward, you lunge in, you clap on. he tries to yank you off and push you to the side. So this is going to be a contested check.
Ooh, right.
You can use either athletics or acrobatics. I would advise, since athletics is a strength-based check, that you use that since you have advantage from raising.
I mean, yeah, we're going to do that.
Go for it.
7 plus 5 would be 12.
Okay, so that is... That is enough for you to maintain, like you stay right next to him. Yeah, you're not like grappling him with your mouth, but you do it like you bit down and he tried to shove you away and shove you down, but you're still standing there right in front of him, and it's your turn for the attack.
Okay. Well then, I am going to.
You can do
You try and bite him again?
Yeah.
You
So
can
well.
bite him and shank him because
Yeah, I want to bite him
the
and shank
biting
him then.
is
Yeah.
a bonus action.
But also, kind of don't want to kill him though. But I want to go.
I understand that your
yeah.
intent is to subdue. I will assume that you are subduing when you are subduing.
Yeah. So.
When you use the
So tell me
attack
how I
action
need
to
to
make a
do
melee
this.
weapon attack, you can use your bite to make an unarmed strike as a bonus action.
It's true. So you can
So-
actually, we can actually go back and let you use the dagger attack before as well. So
Okay.
this will
So
be
what
from the time before. Let's just go ahead and do this.
What do I
Roll a
need to
d20
roll?
right now. Add 5.
8 plus 5.
13.
Would be 13.
That's enough to hit. Roll the d4. Add 5. Just go ahead and keep the d4 and the d6 out and ready to go.
Yeah. That's a 3.
Okay, so 3 plus 5 is 8.
What's your magic number?
All right. So now it's your turn. Again, like Satine was saying, you can make an attack with the dagger, and you can attempt to bite him
Yeah. I
with
would
your
do
bonus action.
both of those, but at an attempt to subdue.
I got you.
Yeah. All right. I'm just wondering.
No, I
I know
think I
you.
appreciate.
I need to make it specify.
Yes.
You know. That's
my
a
God.
natural 20.
Okay.
So, you know.
So now, with the butt of the dagger, okay, so he basically, you bit him, he tried to push you off, and then with the butt of the dagger, let's see how much damage you do as you try to subdue him. It's a d4 plus 5.
D4? Okay.
You crit though.
That's a 3.
Sorry. Now roll the d4 again. That
3.
works. 3. So 6 plus 5. So you got 11 damage on that one. You reach up, hit him across the face, and then rear back as you see him just kind of like woozy wobbling. And what's the twist?
All right, so I hit him, and he's wobbly wobbling, and then I'll scoop him up and throw him against the wall, and I'll look at him and say, we got some questions to ask you.
Case.
I mean, wait, sorry. We got some questions to ask you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you grab him, throw him, and he hits the wall and flops back. The glow in his eyes goes out, and he's unconscious. Rose is standing with the jacket draped over her and the manacles. And you said you're holding them out?
Yes, I'm going like this, like stinky, so yeah, I get it off.
Okay, so the guy standing next to you leans over, the one that gave you the jacket, and he goes, keep them hidden. There's going to be guards up here. Keep them hidden.
But I thought I have a bounty on my head.
Bounties don't always come through the most legalist ways. Put your hands down.
Or what?
His friend slides the short sword out a little bit and grins at you, and you see he's got like 4 gold teeth back here.
How far away are we from the top?
About 5 feet. Like, it's like coming right up right now. It's like raising to the top.
How long would you say? Rounds.
I would say you would have maybe a round or 2. We'll say 2. I'll give you 2 rounds.
Okay. Okay. And we rested, right?
You had a rest yesterday. Well, last session.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, oh man. Come on. Well, this is a very terrible situation. You're
bad man. And I dissonant whispers.
Oh, snap.
You're a very bad man. The one on my right.
Okay, and what are you whispering to him?
That's what I'm whispering.
Just that?
Like,
He's like, oh, that hurts my feelings.
it's not about that. It's about how it resonates.
12 plus.
Yeah, I have a 12. It's a
Okay.
wisdom save.
So, 12 is it?
Mhm.
Okay, so he gets a 12. And he's, yeah. Uh-huh. You're not the only one that tells me that. And the other guy kind of like looks over at you. Let's see if he is able to discern what you were doing. Nope. So as neither of them know that you were attempting an attack, they just stand there. It raises up another little bit. You have another round.
And you think you're such a big, strong person chaining a defenseless woman. You're also so terrible.
Well, when you say it kind of like that,
Yeah.
a natural 20.
Oh, jeez.
When you say it like that, I still don't care.
Ah.
You have bonus action, you have move action.
All right. Place me. Where am I?
So I would say, like, if there is, if we were to assume that this is the
Yeah.
the thing, and we'll say that this is the little bridge part where when the lift rises up, you'd walk on to the thing. You three are standing like right here,
Okay.
and as you kind of like come back up, you can see that there are like 2 guards that are standing like right here that are like just kind of like ready to help people off.
Cool. And there's rails, you said?
There's about like waist high rails around the lift. So and there's actually like you're standing at kind of like the gate where they would like unhook it and then open it up and let you off.
So, my intention is I would like to wait and be like, and then as we come up and the guards are there, I'm going to just check the one on my left and then basically try to push him as much as possible and just scream, help
Okay.
to the guards and really try to get their attention.
Okay, so the lift comes right up.
And as we're
Even.
walking forward, so as we're basically coming towards the guards, that's when I want to just.
So the lift starts to go up. It comes even. It stops. One guard, they're like kind of joking about like, did you see that sports ball game the other night? And they lean forward, and one of them unlocks the gate and leans out his hand to you, and then you slam into the guy to your left. Make me an athletics check.
I say, help! They kidnapped me. Oh wait, only one of them.
Get it, girl. You get it. Check that. Come on,
You can't
try it.
roll against you, man.
What is it?
That's a 12. Because it's so small. 12 athletics.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
Okay, so you slam against him, and he's just kind of like, and then you yell out, and you raise your hands, and the guard sees your hand,
Yeah, we're running towards them.
glance. Well, you're on like a hold on. So sees your hand, looks to the left and the right, notices that these guys don't look like they're bounty hunters. None of them are wearing identification. He grabs the manacles and pulls you forward off of the side, and then the other one stands in front and goes, so is this gonna be a thing? And let's see which one of if the guards or the bad guys get the 20.
Are there other people around, or is it just the
Robert
Still
Robert?
is on the lift behind you, and you can actually see that like he's standing there a little bit back, going like, sitting there going like to the guards.
Okay.
Oh, he's like throwing her
So-
under the bus.
The black one will be the bad guys, and the glow in the dark pink one will be the guards.
More chrome.
It's a
Oh,
see-through.
it's see-through. Cool.
Just saw
Oh, it looks
like,
because of the light.
Robert is throwing her under
So-
the bus.
Aw.
the bad guys don't back down. And the guy goes, oh, this will be a thing. And he draws the sword, and he will attack first since the guard was trying to talk him down. And that'll be a 14 on the die, which means that he's going to get a +2, which is going to be enough to hit the guard. He clearly does not care.
They pushed one off already.
They did, yeah. So he stabs the guard, and that guard crumbles down from a gut wound, drops to his knees. You are, luckily, back just a little bit from the other guard had pulled you off.
Oh, cool! I'm running.
Okay, so he goes to like take a spear and run the first guy through. He misses,
I dash.
and you dash away into the coming throng of people that are making their way like about their business in there. The cloak or the jacket comes flopping off, like flutters back a little bit of the ways, and making a perception check.
Goodness.
Oh, jeez,
You're
poor
in some-
bear.
you're in some business.
Nope,
right now.
see nothing. It's like a 6 and 9.
A 9? Okay, so you don't really notice the jacket flop off until you hear the, like a, oh my, I never, from like the people around you, causing you to kind of like skid to a halt, noticing that you're still shackled. You scan around looking at them. You see Robert is essentially like, back on the lift. And the other guard nimbly dodges out of the way of the short sword as the second assailant tries to reach up and grab him, looking as if he's going to push him off. The guard manages to stand his ground barely, but looks like he's been inched closer to the edge. Robert is like kind of like swatting at the bad guy from the back, and the guard with the spear attempts to stab through there. He will get advantage because Robert is helping.
Distracting.
Yeah. And it's a good thing he has advantage, but I rolled the same thing twice, so he misses the spear probably because Robert is slapping. And the guy fails to push him off on this second attempt. You can hear the people around go, oh my.
Do I see it on the ground?
The jacket?
The jacket?
So roll me another perception check.
11.
Okay, 11 is enough for you to see the jacket on the ground, and you notice that inside the pocket there is something there.
Yeah, no, I go for the jacket and then I book it around a corner. I'm going into a shop and I'm crying.
Okay.
I'm just like hysterically crying.
Okay, so you go back, you grab the jacket, you scoop it up, run,
I just
book around a corner, and then as you pop into a shop, bawling, the shop owner is like working on a ledger, looks up, looks at you. Oh, my dear.
Do you have a back room?
Yes,
I just
come.
need to be an answers. And I can't even.
Come. And he leads you into the back room. You disappear behind the curtain. Grizz, you've slammed this guy. You're standing over him. And what are you doing as far as you now have Larry against the pile of trash, and you have this guy who is on the ground. What would you like to do?
So how am I holding him, or what's
He's
going
slammed against the wall, and he dropped down to the ground. So I will let you tell me how the beginning of this is going to kind of go right now.
on? Okay. And there's no other people that are attacking me or anything.
You
It's
see
just that
nobody
guy
else
and
in the
then
alley?
Larry. Okay.
Just you and Larry.
All right, so I'm going to look at him and I'm still laughing like crazy. You need to tell me why you throwing this one in that place right now.
Cool. He's still unconscious. So in your rage,
Okay. All right.
in your rage,
Yeah, okay.
you're just yelling at him on the ground.
Yeah. I guess
After
that makes sense.
a couple of minutes, your rage, actually after the rest of the minute, your rage fades, and you realize that he is knocked out, and you were just yelling at a limp body against the wall.
All right. Do I have the ability to pick him up and Larry and walk with him?
Yeah,
to...
I'll say that you can scoop him up, put him over your shoulder. He's pretty big, but you can pick him up, put him over the shoulder, and you can grab Larry by his collar, kind of like the scruff of his neck, and start to drag him back towards...
Also, like, how far do I know, like, is our, like, wicket lawns? Like, how far away is it?
You would have to go a ways to get back to the wicket lawn. You can get into the library.
Okay.
If you were to take you can go into the actual library. You can kind of like heft them up each step to get back inside the warehouse area there.
Okay. I want to go to, like, the point where I know that we would be, like, secluded and I could just put them both there. It's kind of where
this
wanna go.
alley seems somewhat secluded. If you wanted to heft them up the fire escape and get into the old food court,
All right.
I'll say that you can do that.
I feel like I need some immediate answers, so I would like to put them somewhere that's okay. And I'm going to smack the one that's not awake, and I'm like asking for answers. Like,
Right.
Wake up. Hey. Hello. Hey. Now. What? Smack him
Okay.
in the face.
So it's going to take you a little bit of time. You're going to have to go one at a time. You get up, you
Sure.
climb up the fire escape, you drop Thunderspark.
Okay. If that's his name.
That's what he told you.
Yeah.
You climb back down, you pick up Larry, toss him over your shoulder, climb back up, put him on the fire escape, heft one of them through the window. And as you heft Larry through the window, you hear him go, oh, 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 my wing, oh, oh. And his feathers all like kind of ruffle up and
That's
Grizz? And we go to Lossian.
Still following Felon.
So you make it back to the workshop, head down that alley. You see Timothy sitting on top of a crate, kind of like kicking his legs back and forth. Timothy waves. Hi.
We go inside.
And he like slaps a little thing, and you follow Zelwyn down into the corridor, and the illusion drops, and so you just see the old keep going down.
Mm-hmm.
He turns his way into a room. It's kind of got this like red glow, as if red lights are kind of set up in different areas around the side. And then there's as he comes around the corner, he flips a little switch, and the red changes to this bright clinical white. And as that happens, you can see illuminated on what looks like a dentist chair in front of you, a half-elf who has been stripped shirtless and pantsless. And as the light flicks on, he kind of wakes up, squints real fast, and when he sees Zelwyn, his mouth opens to scream, and Zelwyn taps another wand against his leg, and the room is silent. The door closes behind you, and that's where we're going to stop for today.
Oh my god!
That was good, though. We had a moment.
Did you enjoy that?
Go ahead.
It was
don't want him to
action.
stop. Yeah.
It was action.
I need more story.
That was good.
Right? Yeah.
I feel like we're finally going somewhere.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, that came out really wrong. And I think it was like.
Or did it come out so right? I don't know.
No. We took like 6 months off. Like, I think it's absolutely, we had to go through some exposition stuff. We had to get everybody caught back up. You guys needed to kind of remember where you were at. The new people in the audience need to figure out where we were at. I'm not upset about that at all. We've got all of that. And they got to meet some really interesting characters in there.
Mhm.
But Grizz, you leveled up
Sure did.
again.
Second time.
again?
Yeah,
What?
hear what I just said.
You killed so
Again.
many things.
Because
Let me just.
you beat
let's
4
scoot
people
this
all by
thing over
yourself.
here. Yeah.
You definitely got enough. For something like a barbarian that doesn't require any fine trick training.
I don't know, a barbarian that would use whatever he has around himself,
Including
to,
his
like,
teeth.
kill some
Yeah.
people. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Congratulations.
So wait, am I level 2?
You're level
You were the first to reach level 2.
Holy smokes! I was the last to reach level 1, and I'm the first to reach level 2. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just pointing at the camera.
No, it's great.
It's that one.
Yeah, you're.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang, I thought
When
it
you
was
look
that
at the other one, you're looking at the one that's on me. So they're just
All
like you're basically. It looked like you were looking at Andre and pointing at him, like that was like a. You might have had a birthday, but you didn't level up.
Yeah. Now it's that one. Okay. Hey. All right. I did a thing.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty stoked about that. You have to tell me what that means.
Yes,
Later.
I will.
And then I'll learn
and-
that stuff. Yeah.
I will show you which page it's on. And
Cool.
and you guys didn't even see what's under here.
Didn't even
No,
go
we
there
didn't.
yet.
I was like
I'll
looking
never
forward
see it.
to
We're saving that for
a
Kai.
thing, and we didn't get that thing. I was sad.
character
We
never
didn't
see
get that thing. I like
What?
confrontation.
So-
You got a free pair of manacles.
That is
That's
not how you
true.
look at it.
It's true. He's
The
kind of
one
right.
though.
He's kind of right.
To wrap that up, Grizz basically beat up a minor villain by himself.
Wow.
Also a thug. You also left the other little hoodlum on the ground there, but you did get the bigger guy.
Yeah.
And you saved Larry from being incinerated.
Yeah, man.
Good
That's a lot
job.
of XP.
I did do a lot of things by myself.
You made some pretty good story advancements.
Did some stuff. Look at that whole season 1, level 0, and then I'm making some moves. That's what's up.
Rose made a plan, made her way to it, got a little waylaid in the process, but you've also recovered something really interesting. And you are now heading behind the curtain into one of the shop teller's rooms. Yes, ma'am.
What kind of shop is it?
I knew you were going to ask. Make me a perception check to see if you even noticed through your tears at disadvantage. And
one of the bigger ones. That's okay.
Nope, that's it. That's an 8.
okay, so you just had a lot
It's a lot.
of tears. You kind of like
It's got the mascara is all tangled up in my eye.
Poo-poo
Yeah.
place.
Poo-poo place.
yeah. And
Not so poo-poo place.
Wassian walked into what seems like some sort of torture room.
Oh no.
And where's
Yeah.
Felix?
Oh goodness.
He cut the
It's
scene.
Felix.
He cut the scene before I was able to pull out my medical kit and start pulling out the instruments.
Don't worry. Don't
Yeah,
don't give it away. Don't give it away before they come back, man.
Felix.
So that's the episode for tonight. How's everybody feeling?
I'm ready for the next
I feel
one.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to stop. I want more
We
story.
laughed,
I need to know what
we
happens.
cried,
Yeah, we did.
we fought
Yep.
some things, we ran.
I actually finally
And
beat some
creepy.
people up, and then
Yes.
I'm like, I wanna,
And this time there was
I'm
no
at one
door to
health
stop
point,
you.
which is not
Oh man, I'm gonna make a villain named Dor, and he will wreck you
Dor.
all day long.
All day long.
good. Oh, I will wreck door. Like,
We'll see.
I am the anti-door.
Unless
over
it's
here.
unless the word Felix with an apostrophe and an S is in front of that door, you haven't done jack to doors. So with that, I'm really sad that Felix missed today. I'm really sad Kai missed
too.
today.
But
Hopefully you're watching.
It's it
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah,
But-
he's got.
But we had a great time.
You can work
Today.
your way up to killing a building.
Yeah, if you can spell a building
Honestly,
with a
I
single
just want
punch.
to work my way up to make him feel not okay at some point.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Grizz does. He screws with Felix.
That's fair.
That's his whole thing.
So with that, we will see you guys at PAX U. We will be hanging out there doing some of the things. Tina got to get up early in the morning to get on a plane.
All the
goodness.
colds and the
Look at
snow.
And we got to bring the
Mm.
colds and the snows and the
Yeah.
things.
Oh my god.
Bring avocados.
What?
They don't have avocados. there.
Avocado.
Grocery. They have avocados.
It's too cold.
He's like, it's
It's
a
too
poo-poo
cold.
place.
It's
It's
not
a
the
avocado.
meat.
It's poo-poo.
On the griffin.
Nobody
Stop.
So, thanks for coming to watch me, Rudy, and my wonderful friends, Sig Neutron, Satine Phoenix, and Kyle Vogt. Go check out all their stuff. You can see their Twitters and Instagrams and all that just underneath here. And we want to give a huge shout out to Black Magic, to Sirenscape, to World Anvil, to Rook and the Raven, Wormwood, Dwarven Forge. I don't know if you guys checked it out, but you should see that amazing yawning portal. Oh my god.
Oh my
They made
God.
custom stuff in there for the Sirens of the Realm and for Magic Missile.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
And they made sure to put all of Durnan's favorite accoutrement in as well, including Grimvault and whatever campaign he's running right now in his. No? No? So, with that, we'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to check back in and let us know. By the way, fan art. Anybody want some fan art from this episode? And I feel like Grizz probably deserves some.
Fan art.
Although I could see some really awesome fan art of either the last shot from Lucian or from Rose running shackled through the streets with the jacket drifting off and the guard fight behind her.
I would love to see all of that.
Yeah. But send those to, is it D&D fan art?
At wizards.com.
D&D fan art at wizards.com. I will go ahead and tell you guys right now the thing that we were giving away for that little contest that we're going to do, where you guys will get to actually pick the winner, is can I see one of the dice spots there?
Oh, one of these?
Mm-hmm. No, not the whole thing. Just give me the lid, please.
I don't know
The-
what you want. What?
The,
You have one right
that with
there.
the lid
Yeah, there you go.
before Lossian beat today. Okay,
It's the-
this will be work for now.
Yep.
I wanted the whole thing,
Yeah,
but that's okay.
There's no whole thing.
There's
There's
dice
another
inside.
thing here.
That's so. Let's
Do you want this?
do
Yeah,
this.
There you go.
There we
Well,
go.
yeah.
I love
There you
that.
go.
Yeah. Got magnets in.
This is what we're giving
Yeah.
away. However, it's not this one. He would be sad. But it is a Wormwood Dice Vault with
super good.
Lovecraft Inkwell Society written across it. We will post pictures later for you to see. But go ahead and get in that fan art. Send it over there. It doesn't have to be the most incredible thing in the world. We will also accept sonnets to Rose, medical procedures for Lossian, and growls for Grizz. Basically, anything that you guys kind of send in that is an expression that you as a community can vote for. That's pretty much what we're gonna do. So even if you come up with, like, I don't know, a theme song for Grizz fighting
I
the
would love that, by the way.
Right?
I mean, Grizz, whatever. Yeah, don't do that.
or
No, it's
a
good.
or a card trick
For Felix?
for Felix. Or better yet, if you want to mimic his genie, I would be all about that.
No.
Also would be amazing.
Many
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So don't think that it has to be one thing or the other. Just go ahead, get it together, package it, send it in, and you guys will end up deciding. We as a cast will pull like probably the top. I think 4 is what is available to vote on. But we'll also show them during the show, during the break, all that other stuff. So anything that you guys want to send in, go ahead and do that. All right. We'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a wonderful one. If you're coming to PAX U, make sure you swing by and say hi to us. Check us out on all the things, and see you back here next week. Tell your friends. They're missing out. Bye-bye. You can have this back. No, you can't.